Hi, it's Angela Critters. Well, I've got some fresh grown cucumbers and I'm getting ready to make cucumbers and onions. These are the ones that you make in sour cream, and you do use a lot of salt on them. We're going to use 2 tablespoons of salt all across them. We're going to dry out the cucumbers. We're going to let them sit for 30 minutes, and the salt is going to take out all the water. See how you see all of this shiny water? Because this cucumber water is going to dilute our sour cream, and you won't be able to get the full taste of what you're looking for. And like I said, these are going to sit and rest for 30 minutes, and then we'll come back and pat them dry. The cucumbers have been marinating in the salt, I guess you could call it marinating, for about 20 minutes. We've got just a little bit left, but I wanted you to see, look at all of the water that's coming out of those cucumbers. So anytime you're doing something with cucumbers where they're going to have to sit for a while, like particularly cucumber salad, always use your salt and just get as much moisture out as you possibly can. Meanwhile, I've gotten real thinly sliced 2 kind of small Vidalia onions. It can be any kind of sweet onion. So now we're going to make our dressing. We've got 1/2 cup of sour cream. Feel free to use light or regular or even fat-free, whatever kind of sour cream you prefer. All right, so we've got some sugar and white vinegar, and we're doing the exact same amount. I've got 1 tablespoon of white vinegar, got 1 tablespoon of my sugar, my white sugar, and I'm going to stir this up. I'm just kind of gently marrying all the flavors together. Now I'm going to add in my onions, the 2 small onions I told you about. And they're going to sit here in the sour cream mixture, and they're waiting for the cucumbers that we're getting ready to get the water off of. So I'm going to let these sit for just a minute. I did make sure that each little ring had a little bit of sour cream on it. If some of the rings are stuck together, just kind of push them apart. All right, I'm going to lift up my little silicone chopping block and get all of my cucumbers off. Most of the salt and the water stayed on top. And we just pat until we pat them dry. So I'm going to pat one at a time. Won't take me, but I'm blotting. They're going in just a second. I know this seems like it takes just a little bit of time, but they're so good. I don't know about other parts of the country, but down south, we just know it's summertime when we've got our cucumbers and onions with sour cream. We don't even put salt and pepper in them. We just get the moisture out and do what I told you with the sugar and the vinegar and the mayonnaise, the sour cream, and that's it. Let me get these. These are really good as a side dish. They're also good if you're having a tossed salad to have some served like on the side of the salad that they can mix in with the salad. Oh, like at a salad bar. So good. And I don't make a large amount because they only stay good for about 3 days at the most. But you're not going to have them around that long. Maybe 4 days because they are marinated in the vinegar. So let me mix them together. So we're just going to gently fold them in. So again, it was 2 medium cucumbers. I peeled them, sliced them thin. They sat on paper, well, they sat on a chopping block with 2 tablespoons of salt that got all the water out. I set my timer for 30 minutes. At the 30-minute mark, I started to, well, actually, I was still chopping my onions, I think. But anyway, at the 30-minute mark, you start patting them off. You lay them on paper towels, and you just start patting off all the moisture. And then as soon as all the moisture is patted off and they're dry, they're going in. Now, they do need to sit 6 hours minimum to really, so you can taste what they really are supposed to taste like. If you can, 12 hours. So like if you were having them on a Saturday night, like at a cookout or something, make them early that morning and they'll be fine for that evening. So this is a really delicious thing to have in the summer. It's so good, especially if you like sweet onions and cucumbers. Thanks so much for watching. Bye-bye. My cucumbers and onions are ready. They smell fantastic. They sat 6 hours. And I'm going to go ahead and let them marry up together for a few more. Oh, they are so good. I'll have the ingredients and the directions below. Thanks so much for watching. Let me show them to you. Bye-bye.